Hi there, it's Lori, and I am doing a tutorial requested by Yarn Over Hook. Now, I currently use my knitting loom. I did try the knitting machine, it does not work with this, to make a kitchen scrubby. Now, I am using Scrub Soak something or other, Lion brand, for this tutorial because I could not find my tulle, Tulle. So, how I used to make these was I would cut 1-inch strips of tulle and tie it together, kind of the rough tulle, not the nice tulle that you would have potentially against your skin in under a dress or something. But it was, yeah, so it was kind of the scratchier tulle. But I couldn't find any to even show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to use the Stitch Soak Scrub because this is what I use now. When I learned this from a guy I was dating at the time. His mother taught me. So I will do it the way I was taught. So we're going to chain. Oh, I did a slip knot, and we're doing chain 4. Now, if you're using 1-inch tulle, I would go up to a 6mm. This is a 5mm furls. I would go up to a 6mm hook. I did 4 chains, or did I? 1, 2, 3. Nope, I need 1 more. All right. So 4 chains. Sorry about the focus in and out. And then I'm going to slip back in to this first stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch. Then that makes the circle. So I'm going to go in this hole right here. I'm going to chain 1. Actually, did she chain 2? I'm trying to remember because I'm doing this from memory because I haven't done it this way in a long time. Let's do a chain 2. And then we're going to go into the circle with a total of, let's do 5 double crochets and count that 2 double crochets as a double, 2 chains as a double crochet. This is 2 double crochets in US terms. Try not to lose yours. I chose the metal because I knew it would slide nicer on. I wasn't worried about it catching on the on the actual quote unquote yarn. That's 3. Okay, 3 more. 5. And again, this is not really a total beginner. Oh my gosh, my cat just got a bag of saltines. Hold on a minute while I handle that. All right. She only took off with 1 saltine, so we're okay. Thus, the secret ingredient is cat hair in my household all the time. All right. So let me just count double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then chain 2. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch to the chain 2. If I can even find it. There it is. Right. Nope, that's in the gap. I need to go into the stitch, into the chain. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to slip stitch. Now, I can pull that beginning yarn. Again, it's weird to call it yarn. I'm going to chain 2 and do a double crochet into this. And I'm actually going to do an increase. So I'm going to do 2 double crochets in here. So we had 6. We're going to end with 12. Okay. Again, I apologize that I'm totally doing this from memory. And I'm not counting the chain 2 this time because I feel like that was making it harder than it needed to be. Okay. And so we're doing an increase into each double crochet from the previous. This definitely is slick. Holy mackerel. Oh, that's challenging. And then into the next one. Try to go into the stitch and not kind of the gap. And that's 2 double crochets in each stitch. Okay. Holy mackerel. I haven't used this on other yarn, but this yarn combo, again, I'm calling this yarn, but I believe it's 100% polyester. And like I said, I couldn't even show you with the tulle because I couldn't find where I hid it from myself because I was organizing and I put it somewhere. Just like my secret Tunisian project for Camille's Creations for September, I was like, okay, I need to put this somewhere where I won't accidentally show it. So what did I do? I promptly lost it. I hid it from myself. But it was small, thankfully, so I can just redo it if I have to. All right. 1, 2. Okay. 1 more set. So I do tend to, the more of these I do, the more I don't worry too much about the stitch count. It's more you just want to make sure it's shaping right. 8, 10, 12. But since this is for a tutorial, we'll go ahead and we're going to slip stitch into that chain. All right, and then we'll do another traditional increase. So I'm going to chain 1, I'm going to chain 2. We're going to do an increase, so 2 double crochets in this first stitch where I just slip stitched and chained. But then in the next one, we're going to do a single. Just 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And this will leave us with 18 stitches. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Increase, regular, increase, regular. Increase being 2 in the same stitch. And I already lost track of where I was. 2, 1, 2. Okay. So 1 in the next. I usually personally count to 3. So I would go 1, 2, so that's 2 in that stitch, and then 3. And then 1, 2, that's 2 in the same stitch, and then 3. This is just a way when I'm doing amigurumi that I keep track of where I'm at. And that was 3, so increase. I'm seriously drifting, sorry about that. This was my increase, I'm 2 in the same stitch, and 1. And then 2. And then 1. All right, so that should be 18. I'm just going to kind of stretch it out. I can tell probably should have used a bigger hook, but in the middle, I only have the 5mm furls. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm pretty sure that's right. All right. And slip stitch to the chain. To the top of that double crochet, that's fine. I think I'm going to slip stitch a little loose is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to chain a little loose here. All right. Because it's not lying very flat, and I don't love that. All right, let's do chain 2, and then back into that stitch. Let's do an increase, because it's not as big as I need it yet. Doing an increase, and then we're going to do 2, so 2 stitches with 1. So 1, 2. So if you can see that, there's 2 in that, the increase there, and then 2 stitches. Now it's time for an increase. And I'm not going to count, so it's not obnoxious. And then 2. Again, this is very standard, increasing for amigurumi. That is exactly, now I know, I did not know then, how that tends to work. And I think I need a bigger hook. All right. And now it's time for increase because I did 2. So increase 2 in the same stitch. And then 1, 2. 2 separate stitches. It's going to turn inside out on me. Okay. Increase in the next. And then 1, 2. Okay. Increase in the next. 1, 2 separate stitches. Okay, I think I'm going to do 1 more increase and then I'll be happy with the size. It'll be kind of round, but that's fine. Okay, time for an increase. So 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And 1. 2. All right. And we know we're at the beginning because it ended there, so we know our count is right. So I'm not going to count this time. Again, ultimately the count doesn't matter that much here because it's just a kitchen scrubby. We're going to do 1 more increase. So we're going to do a chain 2 in that place we slip stitched. Yarn over, do your double crochet, US terms. This would be a treble in UK terms. We're doing an increase, which means we're putting 2 in the same one. And then we're going to do 3 double crochet. So I'm going to I'll show this part regular, but I will fast forward to show you. Just keep doing this. It's increase and 3 stitches. Increase and 3 stitches. So there's an increase, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So even though I'll show this, I will be going really fast. So increase is going to be our next. Okay, and that's plenty large for what we'll want. So we're going to join, and now we're going to start doing decreases. If you want, you can do a row of double crochets around, but I'm going to go ahead and do decreases here. So I'm going to do chain 2, and I'm going to do decreases the way I do, down through the first one, up through the second one. Going to decrease. Was I in the, yeah. Okay, so decrease, that's those 2 stitches, and then 1, 2, I think. No, 3. I'm considering how many stitches I'm absorbing. Okay, so when I decrease, I'm still yarning over. I go in the front loop of this stitch, and then the front loop of up, down, and then up in the front loops. Pull it through, and yarn over, pull through, and then I'm going to do 3. And then yarn over, down through the first, up through the second front loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay. That was a decrease. Okay. So 1. So 3 regular stitches and then a decrease. And then we're going to do something to turn it even more flat like that. Okay. Time for me to do a decrease, I believe. It's down through the front loop of the first, up through the second, grab the yarn, pull it through those 2 loops, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. It's an invisible decrease. It's just a habit for me now. It's really not necessarily necessary on this kitchen scrubby. So do your decrease however you like to do your decrease. It's just, this is such a habit. That's why I'm doing it this way. It might be a little sturdier if I did it the traditional way. I guess I can do that on the next decrease just to show it. Okay, keeping an eye on the time here. Okay, traditional double crochet, decrease. And then yarn over and going to the next stitch, pull through 2. Anyway, that will be a sturdier decrease for this, so I will probably do those decreases that way. Okay, well, I'm ending on a decrease, whatever. I am not too worried about it. So I went through, pulled through the first 2, then this is a double crochet 2 together. This is a way to do a decrease. This is not the only way to do a decrease. This is how I'm doing this. Not invisible decrease. Okay. Well, this is going to be kind of small, but that's okay. Probably should have done one more increase round. All right. I'm going to go in here, slip stitch, and I want it to kind of lay flat. So I'm going to look at it like this. I'm going to chain 2. Whoop. I'm going to run out of time. Chain 2, and then I'm going to do the other decrease. Oh my gosh. It wasn't sliding off this hook. Just for sturdiness. We're going to do 2 stitches here and then a decrease. Doing this as fast as I possibly can. And it's probably not going to be the right stitch count, but again, for this, ultimately does not matter. All right. And then decrease. All right. 2 stitches, 2 double crochets, make separate stitches, and then decrease. Believe it or not, this is not worse than scrubby yarn. Scrubby yarn is worse. Running through your fingers like this. Oh man. Okay, we're at the end here. We did our 2 stitches. We can see we're getting pretty flat. Let me slip stitch in. I'm going to go ahead and process this video and then come back and show the last bit. So you can see there's just a little bit. We probably only need 1 more decrease. Let me just decrease every 2. All right, be back in a second. I'm going to run out of video otherwise. Okay, this is the second time I'm filming this, which is fine because I was going to have to cut part of it anyway. So we're only going to chain 1 this time, and we're going to single crochet 3 together. So I go and pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch and pull up a loop. And then do and then pull through all of them. 1, 2, 3, pull through all of them. 1, 2, 3, pull through all of them. 1, 2, 3, pull through all of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3. Make sure you don't go through the other side. Pull through all of them. Is that it? Yeah. Because that's. Wait. Oh, I still have 3. Okay. Went through that other side again. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, we can see that the hole is pretty small. Right there. It's like just bigger than my thumb. Like that's the size it is. About the size of my thumb, and I have small hands, so for most people it's probably about the size of your index or pointer finger, index finger. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna figure out where the heck that stitch is. Right there. Holy mackerel! I'm gonna just go underneath. We'll slip stitch. All right. So I think I'm happy with how that looks. Obviously, I'm not done, but I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, and we'll do the same thing. We're going to do 3 together. 1, 2, 3. It should just be 2 stitches because I believe there are 6 stitches there now. This metal hook was both a good choice and a bad choice, just because I'm not used to using it. But it's so nice that the yarn is not catching on the hook, because believe me, this stuff catches on hooks so easily. It does not catch on this hook whatsoever. But then I'm all loosey-goosey with it. You can see I already cut it because, again, I thought it was done. Just for fun, I'm going to go across here and slip stitch. So I am going deliberately across and then chain and then pull through. Now, because it's a kitchen scrubby, there's no perfection to this. What I'm going to do now is take a darning needle and sew it a little bit just so it keeps its shape. But I think this crocheted version would keep its shape just no problem at all. But I wanted to mention what you can do. You can, like, I could have, instead of doing that last bit, I could have just closed the circle with this and then pulled tight, but I liked where that put that. So I'm going to take this and just weave it underneath and around however I want. Again, it's going to hold its shape pretty well in this crocheted version. But that's my kitchen scrubby crochet pattern, sort of. Again, very different. I took a lot of liberties, and it's been years since I have worked with this with the crochet instead of a knitting loom. So that's my version. Thanks, Yarn Over Hook, for asking me to show that pattern.